But I had made the decision, though, that when I started getting headhunters reaching out to me shortly after, when they found out that I walked away, that I'm not going to look at another job offer. Because if I do, I'm going to get myself back into the cycle of not being able to refuse the money, not being able to refuse the promotion. And I'm going to get stuck once again for another 2 to 3 years, which is evidently what happened, which is why I lasted so long. So I didn't, but I never told anybody about that. I never told my parents that anybody was showing me resumes because they would have been like, what the hell are you doing? Take it, right? So the only thing I would say I did that led me into this space was having the curiosity to try a workout that I never did before. I used to watch and follow a few people on Instagram doing handstands and flips. And calisthenics, which was a new world for me. I used to train like your average Joe. I mean, 4 or 5 times a week, right on my lunch break very quickly. Sometimes I'd go through gaps of 3 months without training. Then I'd get back into training, like anybody else. So when I had the time, I shifted gear to calisthenics. I'm like, you know what? I'm out of a job. Let me just go into this. I might as well. I'd spend 2, 3, 4 hours practicing how to handstand, practicing how to flip. And I started enjoying the thrill of sticking with something, being disciplined towards something, and then nailing it.
It's a challenge, right?
Yeah. So it just so happened to be in the form of sports for me. It could have been anything else. It could have been in pottery. It could have been anything. But I picked this hobby and I stuck with it. So I started documenting that journey on my social media platforms, and I grew my social media platforms. Brands started working with me. So I started doing a lot of digital collaborations and partnerships simultaneously to growing in the fitness industry, which led me to teaching workshops, physical workshops. In COVID, I kind of transitioned into digital. So I had an app. I created an app, a fitness app, which is basically for all levels with a nutrition guide, and it's still up and running. And my most recent venture has been all along the way, of course, I've been doing brand collaborations, of course, more so on a partnership level now. So to switch it up, not just like, okay, a post for this ad. I like to partner on activations and on talks and stuff like that.